Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. It is now time for round 2 of our MotoGP career mode. It is time for the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit of the Argentina GP. So here we go then, guys and girls. Not last on the grid, but 21st. It's close enough too. We'll wait for the red lights to go out and away we go. Now, we've seen this in Portimao. The starts are absolutely dreadful with the gas, but we're able to take a few positions and we're ahead of our teammate again. Takaki Nakagami is now behind us, and now we're getting through, and a couple of riders as well over the inside of Alex Marquez and doing his brother as well into turn 2. We're up in to 11th place. Bear in mind, you don't get points unless you're in 9th position and above here in the sprint, so I'm going to give it everything I can as we just muscle our way through Raul Fernandez. But of course, any form of straight line is where we extremely suffer, and this is right on cue right now. So again, it's difficult going in to the right hand side for the difficult turn 5. I do really love this circuit, so I'm feeling confident, but honestly the qualifying showed how slow we are, and I honestly don't think it's me. I'm pretty much riding as best as I can. It's just the AI are just so damn good. They are so competitive, but here we are, getting up into the top 10, sneaking over the inside. Luca Marini goes for that wider line, so he probably will have the inside line as we change direction. Wow, look at that. Yeah, well played, Luca. I'm going to try and go around the outside. Puts me in a somewhat of a difficult spot, but a top 10 finish in the sprint would be a-okay for me. So into turn 11. Again, this is a spot where I lose a lot of time to the competition. We are strong in acceleration, hard on the brakes. We're a tenth of a second ahead of Luca Marini, but now we've gone deep into turn 13. Does he come through? Not yet. This may be where our potential ends. A top 10. I've got to say, I know it's no points, but that's good. I'm happy with that. We started 21st on the grid, may I remind you. And so far, so good. A relatively clean couple of overtakes. And then, of course, in the first lap, we got 11 positions gained, so a really good start. We are looking more and more like Augusto Fernandez as each race passes. The only difference is that we're not Spanish and we have a number 47 instead of a 37. But everything else seems to be the same, starting from quite far back and making a heck of a lot of overtakes during each Grand Prix and sprint. But as it stands, Pecco Bagnaia, of course, full 34 points, whatever it is, for the victory. It says 37 points. I was right the first time. And he's still there in third, so good position for him. Jorge Martin leading the way, looking like his real-life counterpart. And there we are in 10th. But look at the difference in corner speed. The GP22 of Luca Marini. Oh, he fancies a lunge over the inside. That's aggressive. Fair play, Luca. Yeah, fair enough. That's cost us a lot of time. I don't think I was catching up to Maverick Vinales, but it did look like we gained a bit of ground to the Spaniard. But now let's hope that the two Ducatis ahead of us, the GP23 and 22, can take us to the points. I just want to get a point. We've had 3 races, or 2.5 races now, and we have not acquired a single point, but neither has my teammate, so I'm not falling behind Pol Espargaro. This is the battle for team leader, and I want to be sure that it's me who ends out on top. But coming out of the final corner, it's a 1:37.234, so I am a, wow, yeah, 2.5 seconds behind Enea Bassini in his fastest lap time. That's scary. And we're still using full power, medium front, medium rear combination, so I can't really blame the tyres. It's just simply this bike is no good. And maybe it's me, maybe I do need to improve. I think there's a bit of both in that, but the more these races progress, the better we will become. I'm pretty certain of that. But we back onto the power. I'm beginning to wonder whether I used the ride height device or not. I just feel a little bit slower when that happens. And there comes Alex Rins. Late on the brakes is us. Is Alex going to force his way through? Here comes the LCR Honda man. Not quite through yet, but look at, he's even wheeling and he's getting past me. My God. And then into the left-hand side here. I've seen this firsthand in the qualifying and I realised how strong the AI are into that corner, but no more contact. Come on. I felt like I had a good line going in there, but Alex Rins had other plans. So unfortunately, an aggressive move from Rins puts me back into 13th place. So we have completely slipped away from the points at this stage of the race. Now into the left-hand side. This is turn 11. Lap 3 of 7. So we've still got a few more laps, but I'll tell you what I am concerned about is the race. We're going to have, what, 13, 14 laps to contend with here in Argentina with a bike that consistently begins to let me down. Oh, this is going to be tough. And Jorge Martin with a 134.425. I was able to pull back and get a 136.8, but to my maths, that is still 2.4 seconds behind. That is just astonishing. And Raul Fernandez is now behind us, the number 25, the moral Moto2 World Champion, if that's still a thing. I think he might be through here. He is through. Yeah, that was deep into turn 2. My mistake. But now into... Oh, Marco Bezzecchi! Oh, wow, he had some strong words to say about Marquez in Valencia. I think I'll be going to the press myself and saying the same thing. My goodness. Bez, they call him the chili. He's got a hot temper sometimes for Marco, but wow, that was aggressive. But I can't be mad at Marco Bezzecchi. He's one of my favourite riders. I do really think he's awesome, so I'll let that slide, but that was extremely aggressive. And speaking of Marc Marquez, he's down there in 17th as Franco Morbidelli, the man who took me out of the Portimao race, is just the position behind me. Is he going to make more contact with me? Leaning on the right-hand side there onto his Yamaha M1. Well, you can see the difference in speed. We just have nothing. I'm giving it everything I've got here, ladies and gentlemen. And I just don't think it's good enough, is it? It really isn't. And I don't know what can fix this. I honestly don't think anything can fix it unless a more powerful machine. I don't think tyres can change it. I don't think setup can change it. And I don't think I can really ride it any better at my current level of abilities. I've got to improve a lot more to probably try and at least stay with the competition. But still relatively close to the other lap time we set earlier. 1:37.2, 36.8 and then a 37.1. Still very much the same lap times each and every lap. So there comes one of the two Marquez brothers. It's the older and 8 times world champion. And now into turn 2. Here comes Alex Marquez. I didn't think it'd be too long till he had a pop at me as well. And there comes the... Oh my goodness, the Spaniard. Very aggressive lunge up into turn 4. But thankfully, we're still within range of picking up some slipstream. And I still can't even keep up with him in the slipstream. Alex Marquez just stopped there for a second. Don't know what's happened to the sprint winner in Silverstone. Now to the right hand side, we bring on the power. Oh, look at the difference in speed there. Look at the speed that Marc Marquez got out to turn 5 there. I bet we wish he had that speed into 2015 when Rossi caught him up. That was sensational. The corner speed he got there was brilliant. Top notch job from the man who will many consider as one of the greatest of all times. Terrific rider, terrific talent. Beautifully done from Marquez. But maybe that'll be me in the future. Ooh, a little bit wide there, and I don't think I really should have downshifted. It's a bit of a habit I've had recently, just thinking that dropping down to first gear will give me more power coming out the corners, but ultimately I just don't have any power. I just have nothing upon these difficult corners. And we're currently approaching 13 seconds behind the race winner, or potential race winner if everything stays the same, Jorge Martin. But across the line there, that was actually an improvement. I'm surprised we improved after getting punted from Alex Marquez a moment ago into turn 4. But as it stands, we've made 4 places. I think in Portimao, in both the sprint and the race, we finished in 21st. I got took out in the race in Portimao, of course, but I think Quartararo also got took out, so technically I was 21st. Doesn't really matter, we both didn't earn any points. But yeah, tough going so far. We're up by 3/10 on this lap though, and we're holding our own against Alex Marquez. And Enea Bastianini now getting that late form in the real life season, but hit this time in the game. Good to see the beast up at the front. We're now into turn 5. We're gaining 1/10 and 2/10 of a second. I've got to be honest with you though, I'm pushing as much as I honestly can. It's not easy this, but I'm enjoying it. It's great to be fighting for just points or positions rather than worrying about a championship. It adds a whole new complexion to the channel and these MotoGP career modes, because I foresee a couple of seasons here in this, and considering they're going so well, you guys are enjoying these videos, and I for one am really enjoying both the racing and the commentary. I think we'll be doing a lot of seasons here in MotoGP. Oh goodness me! Oh no, we lost it! No, we haven't lost it! Oh, oh no! Oh, what on earth was that? I downshifted for no reason. I got caught up in the conversation, downshifted, and oh my lord. Well, that was an embarrassment. What a disaster. I was holding my own there in, what, 18th, 17th? No, I think it was even better than that. Was it 16th? No, yeah, it was 16th. Oh my god. Something like that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but oh my god. Put that in the YouTube shorts, DrAce. Wow. How the hell did we stay on board that then? That was absolutely unreal. I can't believe that now. It's a Paul Espargaro, no! Oh my god! Why, Paul? Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, what a disaster. Well, that's ended our chance of a decent race in this one. That is really annoying. Out from my teammate as well. Come on, Paul. There was just no need. There was... Oh, no. Dead last for the second sprint in a row. We need a bloody miracle in the race. Oh, I felt confident about that as well. I was doing alright. Lap times were, yeah, not great, but they were consistent. And then that happened. Oh. Well, at least we had a save for the ages, and that is definitely YouTube short worthy. So, yeah. That was pretty bonkers. I'll definitely have to have a look at that again later. That was fantastic. I don't even know how we stayed on, so I guess in reality we should have already crashed out of this sprint, but yeah. Head in hands, ladies and gentlemen. We managed to save a definite crash, but we get across the line to finish dead last. Yikes. So, wow, Pecco Bagnaia won again, so that's his second win in a row for both sprint races, and he is ahead of Neo Bassini by 4/10. So, good victory for the factory Ducati man, 3 times world champion, of course, and 2-time MotoGP. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it from now. Let's check out all the points after the next race. So here we go again then, guys and gals, from the second to last position on the back of the grid. We wait for the red lights, and away we go. This time it's full power, only for a few laps, then we're going to have to drop down to power setting 2. But I do feel confident to have some good positions. Ah, that's a mistake, bumping into the back of Alex Rins. Just trying to get something similar to what we did in the sprint, but not quite as successful. Did we get up to about 10th place last time around? Late on the brakes. Oh, a little bit of a nudge onto Marco Bezzecchi, but I've got no love lost now for Marco because, well, yeah, his aggressive move into this very corner in the sprint will certainly not be forgotten about. And there comes Johann Zarco, so can we get through on the Ducati GP23? We're actually holding our own a little bit there. And now on to the brakes. We are up into the points position, so if the race ended now, we would achieve our first points in our second race. And of course, yeah, the 4th race overall if you include the sprints. Now, my only goal now is to take points. Wow, Zarco, I got caught on him there, I couldn't even move. Into the right hand of turn 7. Oh, that's really tight to the apex. Thankfully, the sausage curve wasn't closer to the apex, otherwise that would have been a disaster, wouldn't it? But of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. We are on the charge for 10,000 subscribers before Christmas, and I would be very grateful if you could help me out getting to that very impressive milestone for myself. So yeah, cheers if you would, but if not, don't worry about it, just enjoy the content and make sure to like the video as well. So, into turn 13. That was a nice clean move on Zarco, but we've gone extremely wide, and we're probably going to lose it as he... Not quite yet, but we probably will lose it as we are battling for 12th place at the moment. So, it's either full defence now or keep on pushing to hopefully catch up to Bez. I don't think I can do it, but I'll just have to try and defend as much as I can. And what a terrible job of defending already as we lose the position to the recent MotoGP winner, Johann Zarco, who was in Australia with a victory. And here comes Alex Marquez. I don't fancy him bunting me wide again. Give him a little bit of space. And here comes the Repsol Honda man as well. I don't know what it is, but I seem to be losing a lot more ground here. Even with the fuel on the highest setting, we're still losing a lot of positions. Late on the anchors into turn 5. We are holding on to just 2 championship points. Do we have a chance of holding on? I would probably say not. This is lap 2 of 13. Still plenty of time in this race, and it's a long time to be asking to defend. onto the right-hander for turn 7. I do feel I tackled that corner relatively well. Of course, I think a lot of these corners is my exit is where I probably struggle a lot on. I tend to pick up the power a little bit too prematurely, and sometimes maybe just not at the right angle, so then I'm going to have to reduce acceleration. So I feel the entry's good, but I could work on the exit. I think that's where I need to really dig down deep. But with more experience, more racing this season, I'm sure it'll come to us by, I don't know, by the 10th round or something. Aston is always a good point for me, because I really love the circuit, so hopefully when I get to that one, we'll have a chance. But across the line, Luca Marini is now taken over for 14th, so he's stolen another point away from us, dispossessed us from the points position. And there is Alex Rins. Don't do it to me, Alex. The LCR Castrol Honda man is close. Well, not close enough. Oh, that's a bit late. I think he's through. He is through. No points on offer for us if it stays this way. Come on, give it some power. Wait for the right height device. I find bringing it on too early causes wheel spin. So that's a little bit better. These are the little nuances I've got to pick up on, and I think I'm beginning to fathom it out. But with this very slow RC16, very tight to the apex there. I'm going to have terrible exit speed up on the right hand, left-hander there. I'm leaning in with the game here as Raul Fernandez tries to go the long way around. Is that enough for the number 25? I think it is. I'll let him go through, and we'll fight back. A little bit of contact. Sorry. Just trying to regain the position. But I will be honest, I have no qualms with being overly aggressive with this AI. They are so difficult. They're on another level that I think roughing them up is the only way for us to be successful in this one. Careful with the downshift. I don't fancy a repeat of what we did in the sprint just, what, 10 minutes ago? I don't fancy that. And now onto the brakes. Oh, that's really wide. I'm struggling for confidence in that corner compared to what we had in the sprint. I don't know what it is, but it just feels a little bit loose. I'm pretty certain we had the same tyres, but don't know, it just doesn't feel so confident into that corner. But now into turn number 1. Here comes Joan Mir on board the Repsol Honda. Yeah, we might be lucky to even finish in the top 20 here. With the amount of laps to go, I've now had to drop down to power setting 2. Frankie Morbidelli, don't knock me out of the way again. He's holding on. I think this is it. Now we've dropped to power setting 2. I would say that's it. But I'm going to keep on pushing because, as I've said quite a few times in this video already, I need more practice. I need more experience. So the worst thing we could do is just to give up. So I'm going to keep on pushing. Just keep on pushing, and if we crash, and that's it. But if we do well and we stay in 19th or dead last, then you better believe I'm going to keep on pushing, because that is what's going to help out a lot. Now into turn 7 with power setting 2. We're not that far behind the previous position, and someone's gone down. I think someone's ahead of us. I can't. Which bike is that? It looks like it might be the one of the KTMs. I don't know which one, but it's either Binder or Miller. Very difficult to see from here. It's a blur in the distance at this point. So very likely it could be Brad Binder then. He's very fast. Into the right hand side. Looks like Mir was wide. I can't quite get a glimpse of which KTM it is, so apologies. But you're going to have to go on thinking of who it could be. But across the line, our fastest lap with power setting 2. That's strange. So is power setting 3 not much help or what? Oh! Almost lost a front. Almost lost a rear actually as it stepped out. And here comes... Oh wow, I'm getting sandwiched here. Takaki Nakagami on the left. And then Digia. What's Digia doing down in 21st? This game gives no respect to its Italian heritage. Digia deserves a lot better position than that. Oh, never mind. No, Digia! Oh! Yeah, thanks a lot, Digia. Oh, damn it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have skipped ahead quite a bit now. It's lap 11. I wanted to end the video there and then because, of course, that's my usual style. But I hate the fact that the video has ended early twice in a row. So I thought it'd be wise just to give you something rather than nothing at all because, well, it's something, isn't it, to watch. But I've skipped across the other laps, but what I am interested to see is the fact that we've had some relatively good laps there. We had some 137.5, 137.4, 38.2. not been bad lap times, but they are significantly slower from Pecco Bagnaia. So, as you can see, Pecco's on a 1:33. That is almost 5 seconds quicker than me. I mean, that is astonishing. Really, really quick. The AI obviously don't suffer from fuel depletion and they don't suffer from tyre degradation, and I think that's quite clear to see. They are just killing it right now. I think also as well the fact that the AI don't have to contend with the bikes picking up on the exit of the corners. There's a lot of things that's going to be very difficult this season, so I'm going to keep on pushing on the hardest difficulty. I did appreciate a few comments in the last video said that, you know, you don't even mind if we're struggling, because this is going to be one of those long-term experiences where we just keep on pushing, we keep on fighting, and hopefully then towards the end we'll have some good fortune. Because if I'm not mistaken, in Moto 2 we had a very similar experience where before the bike was upgraded, it was shocking, it was really bad, it was a struggle. And then towards the last stages of the season, we couldn't stop winning, especially after the bike had been upgraded. So I'm thinking about just keeping everything as is. I don't want to change difficulty, I want to stay as is. But let me know, because if the videos aren't interesting, then I probably need to make some changes. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to record the next 3 or 4 races. So whatever we decide won't take effect until the next couple, maybe a week after content. But definitely let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If you're happy for me to stay on 120, then we'll do it, because that's what I want to do. And for the next couple of races, which I'll be recording soon, we'll all be on 120% difficulty as well. So I have no intention of copying out and dropping the difficulty. I'd rather power on. But the only thing that matters is your guys' opinions. I would like to think that we will fight and we will come back with a upgraded motorcycle and be competitive for the middle part of the season. So we'll certainly see. But as we're coming an end to this video, I'm glad that we've shown you at least a couple more laps rather than just getting punted out of the race and ending it prematurely for a second video in a row, because I hate that. It feels like you've missed out on content, you know what I mean? So a couple more corners to go then, guys and gals, and we are a minute behind after, I think I crashed once or twice as well during the parts that I didn't show. I think it was maybe the once, then I ran off the track, but I'm looking forward to the next circuit. We've got the circuit in the Americas next, so we have COTA in the United States, and I have a good feeling about that one. I usually feel quite strong in that track against the AI, because the AI tend to make a few mistakes, so I'm optimistic. And then we'll move on to Jerez, which I think will be really, really hard, but who knows what's going to happen. I'm excited to show you. Well, let's get this race over and done with, as Pecco Bagnaia takes his second victory in a row, and we finish dead last for the second race in a row. So guys, there is the results. Bagnaia wins with Martin in second, with Aleix Espargaro getting his first podium of the season, and then us way down to the bottom. So let's skip ahead. Let's take a look at the championship standings. We are still yet to acquire a point, of course, but Pecco Bagnaia with a perfect 74 points out of a potential 74. It's a great start for Francesco Bagnaia. Martin in second, with Pecco's Ducati teammate Bastianini in third. And then Zarco, Martin's teammate, in fourth. So Ducati's really doing well, and there is us. Last. Dead last. 74 points behind. And then, of course, the Teams Championship and the Constructors Championship is probably not too hard to figure out. So, guys, I will leave you there. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.